Right?
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
What?
Pulling down of strongholds.
Pulling down the strongholds, man. Right? That's our job, to pull down these strongholds and these lies, man. Right?
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh.
Right. Everything that bucks up against the words of the Most High, right? Our job is to pull it down, man, and prove it to be a lie, right?
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach, and having in the readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trusts to himself that he is Hamashiach's, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Hamashiach, even so are we.
And even so are we, man. Right? Give me 1 Corinthians 2 and 7. 1 Corinthians 2 and 7.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh.
And we speak the wisdom of the Most High, man. Right? That's why we can come out here boldly, man. Open the Bible and read it. Right?
And the mystery.
In the what?
In the mystery.
In the mysteries, man. There's mysteries in these scriptures, man. That's why nobody knows what the hell's going on, man, in these last days. Right? Right?
Even the hidden wisdom.
The hidden wisdom, man. Right? And your pastors don't know about the hidden wisdom, man. You see that, right?
Which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew.
None of the princes of this world know, man. Right? Donald Trump don't understand the hidden wisdom, man. Not your politicians. Right? Not your mega pastors that y'all love and worship. You see that? Right?
But had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him. But Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit.
Hey, the Lord revealed them us by the Spirit, by the Holy Spirit. You see that, right?
For the Spirit searches all things, yea, the deep things of Yahweh. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so the things of Yahweh knoweth no man, but the Spirit of Yahweh. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of Yahweh.
Right, so we don't got the spirit of the world, man. We got the Spirit of the Lord, man. Right? Right?
That we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth.
Hey, we don't speak the words which man's wisdom teaches, man. You see that? We're speaking thus saith the Lord, man. That's why we open the Bible and we come out and read it openly, publicly. Right? Right?
But which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh.
Hey, the carnal man can't receive the spiritual things, man. They can't understand this doctrine, right?
For they are foolish unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
They are spiritually discerned. Give me 1 John 4 and 5. Right? So a carnal man can't understand this Bible, neither can he receive it. You see that? Right?
Book of 1 John chapter 4, verse 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world.
Hey, they of the world, that's why they speak of the world. That's why they love the world. Hey, the Lord said, love not the world, man. Neither the things that are in the world. You see that, right?
And the world heareth them.
And the world hear them. So they speak of the world. Right? You speak worldly things to people of the world, they go, that sound good. And I like that. You see that? Right?
We are of Yahweh.
We are Yahweh, man. We are of the Most High, man. Right?
He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us.
And when you know the Lord, you're going to hear his prophets that he sent, man. Because he put his words in our mouth, man. He gave us the understanding, right?
He that is not.
And we've been telling you these things before they came, man. All right? Read.
He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us.
And if you're not of the Most High, you're not going to hear us. Right? So these scriptures in here, they already told us this. Read.
Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of Yahweh. And everyone that loveth is born of Yahweh and knoweth Yahweh.
Give me John chapter 8, start at 43. Right? That's why Christ said, I pray for them, I pray not for the world, man. Right? So the Lord didn't pray for the world, man. Right?
Book of John chapter 8, verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech?
Hey, why they don't understand, man? Why you understand the speech, right?
Even because ye cannot hear my word. Ye are of your father the devil.
Hey, because they of the devil, man.
The devil!
Of Satan, man. And he manifests himself, right?
And the lust.
Hey, you can't make this up, man. Right, right?
And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Hey, that's why they can't go in the Bible and prove nothing they say. You see that? Because it's a damn lie, and you speaking it of your own, man. Right? It's a lie that was passed down, and you just repeated it. It's not in the Bible. You see that, right?
For he is a liar and the father of it.
And the father of it, man. That's 47.
No. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not.
Hey, because we come out and tell the truth, man, they don't believe it, man. Right? That's why the Lord said, let not the incredulity of them trouble you, man. Give me Romans chapter 11.
Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me?
Hey, because they can't call no sin out on us, man. And if we speak it thus saith the Lord, why don't they believe it? They come up and they say they believe in the Bible, but when we open it up and start reading it, they don't believe it. You see that? Read.
He that is of Yahweh heareth Yahweh's words.
Hey, if you are the Most High, then you going to hear the words of the Lord, man. You see that, read?
Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of Yahweh.
And the reason you don't hear them, because you're not of the Most High. You of the world, man. You love the world. All right, give me Romans 11:7. Right? And the Lord don't want everybody to get it, man. So many are called, but few are chosen, man. It's not for everybody. Right?
Book of Romans chapter 11 verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
The elect, it's only for the elect, man, and the rest were blinded, man. Meaning they can't get it, man. Right? It's not for them. Give me John 14:15. Give me John 14:15, man. Right? The elect have obtained it, man. Right?
Book of John chapter 14 verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
He said, if you love me, keep his commandments. How many people out here keeping the commandments of the Most High, man? Right? Nobody, man, except the elect. They don't keep the commandments of the Most High, man. So you don't love him, right?
And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter.
Got any questions? Right, yeah. You're a strong believer in God? What's your nationality? Puerto Rican? Look on this side right here, man. Quick side note. Where you were born at does not determine your nationality. The root word, according to the Bible, nationality means nation, what people you come from. So if you and your wife have a baby in China, your child is not Chinese. So the land, give me Psalms 49:11. Right? Because where is Puerto Rican in the Bible? Where is it in the Bible? Where in the Bible did the Lord, he created 18 nations of people, right? That's a fact. Where did he call somebody a Puerto Rican? And what does Puerto Rico mean? Is your father Puerto Rican? All right. Or Honduran? Your father's Honduran? Okay. Well, either way it goes, both of y'all are children of God. Read this.
Book of Psalms chapter 49 verse 11. The inward thought is that the houses shall continue forever.
So they think it's going to last forever, right? Read.
And the dwelling places to all generations.
So in 2020, right, was a whole other generation than in the Bible. You got people walking around saying they Puerto Ricans. They're Americans. See that? Right.
They call their lands after their own names.
He said they called their lands after their own names. What does Richport mean? Puerto Rican mean. Richport. I kind of gave him the answer. Are you a Richport? No. You see that? They call their lands after their own names. America is named after a white Italian map maker named Amerigo Vespucci. You see that? Africa is not in the Bible. That land mass was named after Scipio Africanus. See that? Italy is not in the Bible. So, where'd that come from? Give me Psalms 83:1. Because you say you're a firm believer in the Most High. What's his name? Jesus? Who? God or his son?
Are you
See that?
Joel? I believe in they're together.
So you believe in the Trinity? That's fine. That's a whole other topic. But
What about you?
let me show you something. This Bible right here. When was the letter J created?
When was the letter J?
Right. Because this is a 1611 King James. There's no J's in here. So if his name Jesus or Jesus, what was his name before? Before that?
Back in my head,
And how did it change? And who changed it? You see that? You believe in religion. I'm gonna show you who you believe in. All right.
No, I only believe in a relationship.
That's what you're talking about. But I'm
Yeah,
telling you. I'm
that's
telling
my
you.
image of it. That's
I'm
already-
just telling you.
I know you know.
I'm telling you during the Renaissance. So you should listen, right?
Yeah.
You got to be humble. You think we just woke up one day and said,
Yeah,
"Come
I
here"?
saw you. I've been here before.
So
I was wanting to come up.
okay, all praise. All praise. And that's of the Lord. That's the Spirit in these last days. So a doctrine came with this image. And it happened to it. Look on this sign right here. All right. That doctrine, that Trinity, all that is not in the Bible. That came with this image. And if we didn't worship this image and bow down to it, we would get put to death. You see that? Read this.
Book of Romans,
We're going to
chapter,
answer all questions and show you everything in the Bible. We're not going to explain. We're going to read everything. See that?
Book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Who took his son and now he God? When Christ was praying, who was he praying to? He was praying to us. Who was he praying to? Was he praying to himself? So how is he God? If he's on the right hand of who? He sits at the right hand of who? So if you on the right hand of your father, can you and your father be the same? You see that? You see how because we don't read. We just follow traditions of man and religion, and we just repeat it. Give me Revelation 1 and 3. I'm going to show you something. Give me Revelation 1 and 3. That's why the Lord said this. Because when you do this, you can't be confounded. Nobody can tell you a lie. Read.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth,
Blessed is he that readeth. Come on.
and they that bear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Because when you read the scriptures, you understand there's things you got to do. You see that? Now go to Psalms 83 and 1 real quick. And we'll deal with the Trinity in a minute. That's not as important. All right? What's more important is that you know who you are in these last days, faith in the Messiah, and that you keep these commandments so that you can be delivered. You see that? Read.
83 and 1.
83. You start at 1.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83 from the top. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Because what we got to understand and realize is you got the people of God and you have an enemy in the earth. All right? And we were taught that everybody's equal, we all one, and when none of us, there's no enemies. You see that? Right?
O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies,
Like what?
enemies,
Like what?
enemies,
Come on.
make a tumult.
A tumult is they making a lot of noise. A noisy gathering. Right? They're causing a problem. Right? Somebody's causing a scene. You see that? Right?
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
There are people that hate the Most High, and they lifted up the head, meaning that means they got proud. There's a nation of people in the earth that's kind of proud. You see that? Right?
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
He said they. It's talking about two nations of people. One people has taken crafty counsel. What is crafty? What does it mean to be crafty? Like secret, like behind your back. You don't know about this counsel. So this is a sneaky secret counsel. Against who?
Against thy people.
Against God's people. You see that, right?
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Who are the hidden ones? The people who think they damn Puerto Ricans. You see that? Those are the hidden ones. They don't know who they are. Right.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
These same people, they came together in that secret council. You know what they say? We got to cut these people off from being a nation. We can't let them know that they're the same people. We got to separate them. You see that? Read.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembering.
Prophecy fulfilled. They accomplished that. You see that? Now the name of Israel is no more remembered. Right? Then you got African Americans, Haitians, Cubans, Dominicans. You see that? That was the plan. Read on.
But they can.
The Lord is going to tell you who these people are. That's how amazing the Most High is in these last days. Read.
But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against me.
So these nations, they war on a lot of stuff. Trade. They don't get along with everything. But one thing they all agree on is destroying these people. They all had a hand in the captivity of those people. That's why the world is so great today. Because of these people. It was built on the backs of these people. The Egyptians' captivity. Who built all those pyramids and stuff over there? The 12 tribes. What about the Assyrians? What about the Babylonian captivity? What about the Persian and Mede captivity? What about the Greek captivity? What about the Roman Empire? We was in captivity. And this is the 7th captivity. This is our last captivity. We built up America. Oh, daughter of Babylon. Read.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom. The Edomites, the so-called white man.
And
the number one co-conspirator. Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Arabs. Come on.
Of Moab.
Come on.
And
Moab is the Chinaman.
The Hagareans.
Hagarean is an African nation.
Gabal.
Another African nation.
And Ammon.
The Japanese.
And Amalek.
Amalek is the so-called Jewish, the fake Jews today.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
So basically all nations outside of the 12 tribes is our enemies. And they've consulted against us. You see that? Give me Deuteronomy 1:1. All right, we're going to show you who you are real quick.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 1 from the top. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who is Moses talking to? Read it again.
Deuteronomy 1:1.
Listen closely.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who are he talking to? Is he talking to the Edomites? Did he say the Canaanites? Did he say the Moabites? He said Israel. All right. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. So Moses is speaking to the children of Israel. So it's important to know who the children of Israel are. Because this whole Bible is written to them. No other nation. The Chinaman can't pick up this Bible and relate to it. His history don't match it. Right? The white man, he doesn't match it. It speaks about them in there, but the Lord is dealing with the Israelites. Where's the Edomite prophet at? Show me an Edomite prophet that wrote the scripture. Now they made everybody white, but we're going to show you that everybody, they tell you what they look like. Read this.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord.
You know the story of Moses, right? They brought him, he came out of Egypt, and he split the Red Sea. You know about that? Well, she got to read it again, because she should have taught you that. It's very important. That's your history. Oh, we're going to help you. We're going to do it quick. So what happened was, these 12 tribes was in captivity, hard bondage under the Egyptians. And the Lord sent Moses to deliver them with a mighty hand. This is after he delivered them, he gave Moses law, statutes, and commandments to give to us. All right? He said, if you keep my commandments, you'll be blessed. If you break my commandments, all these curses are going to fall upon you. All right? Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. See that? So the Lord told the Israelites, if you break my commandments, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. Curse is a bad thing. To be cursed is not good. Nothing good can come from a curse. You see that? Let's read some curses. Read. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
How do the people on this sign live in the cities? They're on the bottom. Right? Your enemies give you the statistics to show you that every day. Right? Last hire, first fire. You see that? Read.
Cursed, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
What about in the work field? What about were we cursed in these tobacco fields and cotton fields? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American, Seminole Indians? Yeah. Picking cotton till your fingers bleed, getting your back beat, being hung from trees, that's good. You see that? That happened in the field. See that, right?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Whose sons and daughters was given to another people? What's your last name? Torres. See that? Where that name come from? Did the Lord give you that? You were Ephraim. How did you become Torres? You damn Spaniards. What language do the Puerto Ricans speak? Are they Spaniards?
But when Puerto Rico and San Juan shows you how Puerto Rico got started. The Spaniards came, shit. They took over San Juan and war.
Right.
I forgot what war.
Yeah.
They were trying to defeat.
And they took now you speak their language. Now you wear that. Now you Torres. See that? Read.
And that I shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Hey, there's nothing you can do to get your children back. And hey, Cortez can come to Torres and buy your children and take your kids from you, and wasn't nothing you can do about it. And move him all the way over here. That's what happened to our people. That's why now, that's how we got cut off from our heritage. Through captivity and slavery. See that? Read.
And thou shalt become 28:37. And thou shalt become astonishment.
Now we're in astonishment to the nations.
A pro-
Where's the Puerto Ricans at seat in the UN, in the United Nations? Do they have a seat in the United Nations? No. No. But so who speaks on your behalf? The so-called white man. You see that? Right?
A proverb.
A what?
Proverb.
A proverb is a smart saying. They got plenty of proverbs against the Puerto Ricans. See that, Reed?
And a byword.
And a what?
Byword.
These are bywords. A byword is being called outside your God-given nationality. Right? Puerto Rican, that's a byword. So it was prophesied we would be bywords, right?
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for
And the reason we read this is because the Bible said that these curses, Deuteronomy 28, will be upon us for a sign. Right? Just like your shirt says, med speed. That's a sign to let me know who you work for. These signs that we're reading to let us know who the people of God is in the last days. Because the Lord said we would know who we were in the last days. Huh?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
A wonder to make you think, damn, I'm not a rich boy. That's not in the Bible. Puerto Rico's not in the Bible. Who am I? You see that? Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
Upon thy seed forever, even in 2020. You see that? Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
The Lord said his people are going to be serving their enemies in hunger. Where do you get food? Where do you go buy food? Any day. This is a prophecy. You go to Publix. You don't go to the people that do it. All right? You go to McDonald's. Wherever you go get food. Who owns these places? Do the Puerto Ricans own Walmart and Publix? No. Who owns these places? No. I'm talking about a nation of people. Who are the farmers? Because the land was stolen. Right? Didn't they kill 77 million Native American Indians and steal their land? Who are the Native American Indians? Gad. Those are your brothers and sisters, right? So the Lord has said you will have to serve your enemies for food. So who are your enemies? The same people you have to go and buy stuff from, right? Right.
And in thirst.
The Lord said it's a curse to have to buy water. Where you gonna get water from? Do you go in your backyard to your own well and get water? Where do you go? Where you get your bottled water that's all chemicalized Publix, right? Who owns the water company? Do we own any water companies? Right? He said your enemy. Right?
And in nakedness.
Clothes on your back. Do we own any textile mills? So where do we get our clothes? The Arabs, the white man, the China man, the Jewish man. Not nobody on this side. So the Lord said you have to serve your enemies, right?
And in want of all things.
He said in want of all things. So if you want an education, where you gonna get your education from? You gotta go to his school system. He's gonna teach you his story. He gonna tell you history or he gonna tell you his story. You see that? And they got a Christopher Columbus Day here. Christopher killing Columbus. He was a murderer. And he said, I done put my sword down, no, not once. And they love, this man right here, he love Christopher Columbus, man. You see that? Sam Houston. Right? Who's on the money? These old slave owners that they worship and they proud. And they tell you they proud to be in America. This stolen land. This land is soaked in the blood of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Seminole Indians. Did the Lord forget that? Read.
He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He shall do what?
Put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron on their neck? See, you don't know this because they want you to forget this. But you know about the Holocaust. You know about 9/11. They tell you remember the Alamo. But you don't know nothing about what happened to your forefathers and forefathers. You see that? They had yokes of iron on their neck. Come on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until you were destroyed. So you don't got a yoke of iron on your neck now because you're already destroyed. You think you're Puerto Rican. You think you know. You think this guy's your God. You see that? You don't know the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob yet. But we out here to give them to you and to show them to you, right?
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Hey, the Lord said he was going to bring a nation against thee from afar. Didn't they come from far to this land to destroy the Puerto Ricans? The conquistadors.
From the end of the earth.
From one end of the earth, come on.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
Whose symbol is the eagle? Who exalted himself as the eagle? The so-called white man. Ain't America symbol the eagle? Who else? Is Spain symbol the eagle? Yeah. It's the eagle. You see that? You see how the Bible reads?
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
That's why you speak Spanish now. That's why we speak in English. It's not our language. We spoke Hebrew. You see that? Read.
So 54. So that
It's 68.
68.
64.
Book of Deuteronomy
Check
chapter
this
28
out.
verse 64.
Because how did we get over here? Right, how we get all the way over here?
Because there was a time when it was only 3 parts of the earth. They didn't know about this side of the world. They tell you that the so-called white man told you he discovered this land. But we're going to show you in the Bible that your people are already here. And we're going to show you how they got here. And what the land was called. Get that in Ezra next.
Yeah.
What this?
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So it was prophesied that the Lord would scatter the 12 tribes all over the earth. Huh?
And there shalt and there thou shalt serve other gods.
And he said, when you get to these other lands among these other people, you're going to serve other gods. Read.
Other gods which thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Hey, you're going to serve other gods our forefathers didn't know. They don't know this white Jesus Christ, man. What's the number one religion in the earth? Christianity, right? They got like what, 6 billion people? Hey, didn't the Lord say, enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate that leadeth to destruction? Christianity is the wide gate. You see that? What is the stone? Mecca, the number 2 religion. Islam. They worship the cobblestone. So the Lord has said we will worship wood and stones. Christianity and Islam. That our forefathers didn't know. When Isaiah was prophesying about the Messiah, he wasn't talking about Caesar Borgias. Right? This is the 6th son of Pope Alexander, the 6th, or the 2nd son. He had Leonardo da Vinci paint the image of the Messiah during the Renaissance as his son, as Christ. Right, he painted this image. This is an actual man in history. They even got a show on Netflix called The Borgias, talking about the family of Caesar Borgias, who the world calls Jesus. You see that? Huh?
Look at 2nd Esdras chapter
Check this
13
out.
verse 40. These are the 10 tribes.
These are the what?
10 tribes.
These are the tribes that they say lost tribes. The Jewish people, they say they're the Jews, but they can't tell you what tribe they are. They said all the rest of them lost. Well, the Bible don't say that. You see that? Read.
Which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
So there was a split. These 3 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, was known as Judah. Those 3 tribes. The rest is the northern kingdom, from Ephraim on down. So this is talking about the so-called Hispanics and Native American Seminole Indians. All right, read this. This is how y'all got to this side of the world, and we're reading it out of the Bible. You see that? Read.
On land in the time of Osi the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and
So this is when you went into captivity under the Assyrians. Read.
and he carried them over the waters, and so came they unto another land. But they took this counsel against themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So when they was in captivity under the Assyrians, them foreparents got together and they said, we're going to get the hell away from these heathens. And we're going to go to a land that nobody knows about. You see that? Read.
They that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So they could keep the commandments of the Most High, which they never kept. The reason why they went into captivity, we just read in the first place. So they wanted to get away from these heathens so they could keep the commandments of God. Read.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So they took this voyage and they left with the Assyrians and they crossed over the Euphrates. I mean, they crossed over the water, and the Lord showed signs and held still the flood. Meaning what? He kept the water calm so they can make it over, have a smooth trip safe. Read.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely 1.5 years.
It took them 1.5 years to get there.
And the same region is called Arsaris.
No, America.
Arsaris.
Called what?
Arsaris.
This region was known as Arsaris, not America. That America, we told you, was named after the white ones. America Vespucci. So
That's how y'all got here. Y'all was here first. That's the Apocrypha. The Protestant church took, I'm going to show you. The Protestant church took that out of the Bible. Of course, right?
Didn't the Lord say don't add or take away from the word? And they took this out of the Bible. Because they couldn't teach you this white Christianity religion if they left the Apocrypha. Because then you would know that everybody in the Bible was not right. You would see yourself in the Bible. You see that? Then they got y'all thinking y'all the Gentiles. So see, this is the Bible, this is Ezra, this is what we just read. This is the Apocrypha. In the Bible. Remember, the letter J wasn't created yet. This 1611. That's when they started taking books out and they added the J and other. See that? Because in here, this is Matthew 1, and he go 20. Let's see if there's a J. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name. Hold on. Why don't say Jesus? What that say? You can't even say it. You see that? There's no J's in this book. You see that?
Give me John 8:32. The book of John 8:32. But the Lord promised us something. All right? Read this.
Book of John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
You shall know the truth. So you learning the truth today. You see that? Because who did Christ come for? For everybody, right? Is that what they teach you? Your grandma, did she teach you that?
As a church, meaning
Who's the church? Let's see. Give me Matthew 1 and 21. Who is his people?
all the people who show his name.
Let's see. We're going to read the Bible.
I got a lot of learning.
We're going to read the Bible.
I was
But we, not just you, we was taught that too. You see what I'm saying?
because in my life, my goal is
To learn the truth.
when I was in school, I went to Bible study every day. When I came
But what good is it going to do you to go to Bible study and read it if you don't understand what you're reading? And they telling you something that's not in the Bible. And we making it plain and simple. Right, read. And they don't read. They kind of read one scripture. And we already read one scripture, then you're going to hear Sunday morning. They read one scripture and preach for 4 hours.
You trying to stay, you falling asleep. You looking at your watch. You see what I'm saying?
Read Matthew 1:21.
Book of Matthew chapter 1 verse
We're
21.
gonna let the Bible tell you who he came from.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua.
Or Jesus.
For he shall save his people,
What you going to say? Everybody.
his people.
Why he ain't coming to save everybody? Do the people that did this need to be saved? And what is everybody being saved from? The people who this happened to, who don't know who they are, need to be saved, right? So he came to save his people. Now let's find out who his people are. Read.
Book of Matthew chapter 2 verse 6. And thou Bethlehem in the land of Judah art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
Who is his people?
Israel.
Why he didn't say everybody? The Israelites are his people. Right? Because was Christ an Israelite? Yes. See that? That's who his people are. Right? And if to be saved, are you saved? Would you say you saved? Right. Give me Luke 1 and 67. Hey, you spoke well. Hey, you got a lot of Christians, they say they already saved. You see that? What are you saved from if you saved? Hey, they shut the church down, man.
For me, it took me a while to understand who God is. It took me to go through some injury.
Right.
Before I was in high school, I would say friends would be like, oh, you'll laugh. After I got to know him, I look back and said, no. I know
And you about to know him more than ever, man. Right? Because who is he? Because you say you know him. Who is he?
Some supernatural secrets.
He's super. Read this. All right, you got you. Read this.
Not like cartoon, not like TV show or anything supernatural.
All right. Because you know him now, right?
Not as much as.
No, just.
I feel like my relationship.
Hey, we just
growing
bought him
and
there.
growing.
All right, read this.
Book of 1 John chapter 2 verse 4.
Go to 3.
3. And hereby we know that we know him
Right?
if we keep his
This is
commandments.
how you know if you know him. If what?
If we keep his commandments.
Come on.
He that saith, I know him,
You say you know him. Come on.
and keep not his
You
commandments,
don't keep the commandments.
is a liar,
You found a liar.
and the truth is not in him.
Truth is not in you. Do you keep the commandments? See that? Why? Because you wasn't taught. We wasn't taught the commandments. We was taught Jesus nailed the commandments to the. We don't got to keep them no more. All we got to do is have faith in Christ. You see that? Give me James. Give me James 2:26. Right? Give me James 2:26. Because you can't have one without the other. I can't say I got faith, but then I don't got no works. I say I believe in the Most High, but I don't do nothing that He said do. That's a hypocrite. See that? Read.
Book of John chapter 2 verse 26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead.
Faith without works is dead. To just say you believe, but then you're not showing it, you're going to be found a liar, right?
But James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
You can't just hear the word and know the word. You got to actually do it. You see what I'm saying? And more so now than ever before in these last days. See that? The Lord is getting ready to destroy this place.
My grandma was saying it's coming soon.
Do your grandma to keep the commandments? She does? She keep the Sabbath day?
Saturday.
When is the Sabbath?
Sunday.
Give me Exodus. See, you know, Sunday is what day of the week is Sunday? First day of the week, right? Sunday is the first day of the week. Let's see what the Bible says. When did your grandma go to church?
Now she's all over the phone. Little church in Casper.
What day did she go?
Oh, Wednesdays, Sundays,
And what else?
and sometimes Friday.
See that? Listen to this. She went every day except the day the Lord tell her to go. Because nobody didn't teach her right. See that? Read. This is what she was teaching you. The doctrine that was beat down our backs. See that? Remember we read earlier, who changed the truth of God into a lie? Your enemies. Right.
Book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
He said,
Why are you saying remember if he's talking to them during that time? Because they were going to forget. We were going to go into slavery. We were going to be scattered. We were going to forget who we are. We was going to forget. And we were going to be taught by our enemies that go to church Sunday morning. So the Lord is telling us to remember. He's telling you now to remember the Sabbath day. Right?
To keep it holy.
you got to keep it holy.
See?
It's like lot every other day. See that, right?
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy works. But the seventh day,
The what day?
seventh
The
day,
first day.
seventh day,
Sunday.
seventh day
Seventh day, read.
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Seventh day is the Sabbath. So the Sabbath is right now today. See that? So Friday night when the sun goes down until when the sun goes down Saturday night. Because the day don't start at 12 a.m. like your enemy told you. The day starts according to the Bible when the sun goes down. So from sundown to sundown. So you're in the Sabbath right now. So what is Sunday morning about? See that? It's not in the Bible. See that? I challenge anybody to come show me the first day of the week is the Sabbath day. Right? You meet Daniel 7:25. So we're showing you have a common enemy, man. And their job is to keep the 12 tribes of Israel away from the tree of life. And we're going to prove that to you in the Bible too. Read this.
Book of Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the mouth,
He shall speak great words against the Most High. You see that? Read.
against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints.
He shall what?
Wear out the saints.
Said he was going to wear out the saints. Who are the saints? You know who the saints are? Who are the saints? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, we all got to learn. Right? These are the saints. The 12 tribes. Hey, you look up saints in the Bible, they're going to have a little white baby with a blanket on and a diaper floating in the sky. They told you those are the angels of God. You see that? Huh?
Book of Psalm chapter 148 verse 14.
These are the saints.
He also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints.
The praise of who?
All his saints.
All his saints, read.
Even of the children of Israel.
So the saints are the children of Israel. Now go back to Daniel 7:25. Right? What did he say he was going to do to the saints and how he going to do it? Right?
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
How did he speak great words against the Most High? He said that he was Jesus and he's God, right? Everybody in the Bible was white, looked like him. You see that? He told you was a Puerto Rican, right? He stripped you away from now you're not an Ephraimite no more. You see that? That's how he spoke great words against the Most High. Huh?
And shall wear out the saints of
North, south.
the Most High. And think to change time.
He's going to change what?
Time.
He's going to change times. Now the day starts in the middle of the night at 12 a.m. Now the Sabbath day is Sunday morning. Right? Now Jesus was born. Now the Feast of Dedication is Christmas. Now Easter, now the Passover is Easter with a down bunny and Easter eggs. And daylight savings time. That's confusion, right? You see that, right?
Change times and laws.
And change laws. Now, in America, it's lawful to eat pork. Now you could be a damn homosexual, man. You could be a flaming faggot. And if you speak against it, you get persecuted. Is the Lord for homosexuality? So is God for America? No. You see that? Give me Revelations 13:9. That's why the Lord said this, man. Have they paid for this? For all of this? Have the so-called white man paid for this? He's a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. That's why the Lord is getting ready to destroy it and destroy America.
So his name, we're talking about at the beginning.
Right.
Josiah. That's what
Is who?
I said Jesus. But
His name is Yahweh Shai. That's the Hebrew name. That's the real name. Yahweh Shai. And his father is Yahweh. That's the Most High. Yahweh. Yahweh. Yahweh is the father, and Yahweh Shai is the son. That's the name of the. That's the name. A lot of people gonna be calling on Jesus. They gonna be calling on this guy in the land to save him. Look, he ain't coming back to save nobody. You see that? What does he look like? What does Yahweh Shai look like?
we have an image. That's our image.
An image is what is an image? If I make an image of you,
In my mind.
right?
Or in mind.
Give me Revelations
My
1.
image in my mind. Things like that.
Right. So we got to change that. Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 3. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. You see that? And why is this your image?
That's what I did.
Right. That's the image that they gave you. Remember, he spoke great words against the Most High and wore out the saints. So you've been worn out with philosophy, doctrine, lies. You see that? This image is in your head, and we're going to get this image out your head. And it's in all their heads. Nobody knows the Lord, man. Right? Read.
Book of 2 Corinthians.
And when we read what he looks like, you're going to know why they did this. You see that? Read.
Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Right?
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal,
Hey,
but
the weapons of our warfare is not coming. Remember, we got an enemy. But we fighting a war
You can't even see. You see that? You don't even know you got it. You walking around every day. You going to work. You might got white people, your friends, and you got. You know what I'm saying? They right here. They walking around. You amongst your enemies. You see that? But it's warfare going on mentally. We're gonna tell you who he's talking about. Read this.
but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
to the what?
Pulling down of
Hey,
strongholds.
this
It's a stronghold. You got an Ephraimite thinking he's a Puerto Rican and thinking this is his savior, his Messiah. You see that? So we got to come pull down the strongholds. Give me Revelation chapter 1. Give me Revelation 1. 1. Read 1 and 2. Read this.
We'll read one. Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1.
The word revelation, the root word of revelation is revealed. See that? So this is the revealing of the Messiah. Right?
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bear record
Who
of
did what?
bear
So
record
that was a record level. He bought a record. See that? Read.
of the word of God and of the testimony of
Elder, come listen to this. Listen to this real quick, Elder. Read 10. Jump up to verse 10.
verse 10. And I was in the spirit of the Lord on the Lord's day.
This is John around 70 AD, 96 AD on the island of Patmos. He was in the spirit on the Lord's day. What's the Lord's day? Yeah, we just told you earlier. Saturday, the Sabbath day. So it was the Sabbath day and he was in the spirit, right?
And heard behind me a great voice as a trumpet.
So you hear a great voice behind you, gonna turn around and look, right? So he heard a voice behind him, right?
Saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, and what thou seest write in a book.
So he told John, whatever you see, write it down. So everybody tell you that nobody knows what he looks like, but he had a body. He walked the earth, right? You believe he died. So his body had a color and he had a description of what he looked like, right? Was he invisible when he was walking around? So somebody seen him, right? All right. Read.
And in the midst of the 13, and in the midst of the several candlesticks, one, I said so. And in the midst of the, I said seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Who's the Son of Man? Well, Yahweh Shai, right? Read.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So this sound like you turn around and he said, write what you see, and the first thing he write, he said he was clothed with a garment down to the foot. So he had on a long garment down to the foot, right? So he's describing what he see, right?
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
So he had on a golden belt. Does this look like that? Read.
His head.
His what?
Head.
Come on.
And his hairs.
Meaning the hairs on his head and the hairs of his beard
were white like wool.
It was white like this brother, this elder, his beard was white. It was fully white. Like what?
White like wool. And
does he have white woolly hair? He has blonde straight hair, right? So that's strike 2. You see that? Read.
As white as snow.
Come on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It's not a flame of fire. These blue eyes. You see that? Genesis 49th chapter, it prophesied that his eyes will be red with wine. You see that? Read.
And his feet.
And his what?
Feet.
If you take your shoes off, your feet is the same color as the rest of your body. Same for me. So he looked at his feet. Come on.
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? You ever seen a penny? Brass, like a derivative of brown. You see that? Read. Is this man brown like a penny? Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
You burn anything in a furnace, what color is it? It's gonna get dark. You burn white rice, it's gonna turn black. So, what did he look like? He look like us, right? See that? So who is this guy? It's not the Messiah. So you gotta tear this out. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was you, I'd step on that, man. That's not the Messiah, man. That's the enemy, man. Give me 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
That's what they wanted.
Right. You see that? Because they wanted you to worship them and look at them like they're the people. You see that? But they finished, man. That kingdom is over with, man. It's done. The Lord is coming to destroy them. Right? Read this.
Book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you.
The Lord told you don't let nobody deceive you. But who deceived us all? See that? Read.
By any means.
By any means, don't be deceived. Read.
For that day shall not come except there come a...
See, you was talking about, everybody been talking about the last day. We've been talking about the last day since the apostles. But the last days wasn't going to come yet. Until when?
So I could come a falling away first.
There had to be a falling away. Meaning the Israelites would have to be cut off from being Israelites. Right? They would have to lose their identity and their heritage. They have to be taken out of their land and scattered to a land they know it's not. Their language had to be taken from them. There had to be a falling away. Read.
And that man of sin.
That what?
Man of sin be revealed.
That man of sin had to be revealed. Read.
The son of perdition.
Because he's the son of perdition. You see that? And he's being revealed in these last days. Right? Give me Job 9 and 24.
Actually, gotta go, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'm here on the weekend to see you guys sometime.
Well, we ain't going to be out here
Yeah.
tomorrow,
But thank you.
but you're an Israelite, man. You got to keep the commandments. If you're going to say you know the Lord, you got to make sure you keep the commandments. We're going to give you a flower, man. Right? Hey, because the Lord coming back like a thief in the night. You see that? And if he come back and you're not ready, you're not going to make it. You're going to be destroyed. You're going to die with your enemies. Right? We want you to be saved. Because you're our brother. We love you, man. We want you to get the kingdom of heaven. Right? You know what the kingdom of heaven going to look like? give you one more before you go. These are Isaiah 14:1. Right? This is what the kingdom of heaven is going to be like. And you don't want to miss out on this. See that? Because 2/3 of these people on the sign of our people are not going to make it. Only 1/3 going to make it. So you got to get your fringes. Hey, 1/3 is going to do it and 2/3 is not going to do it. They're going to stay in Christianity. They're going to keep believing in white Jesus until the Lord come back.
Look at Isaiah chapter 14 from the top. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
But at the end of the day, he's going to have mercy on Jacob and choose Israel.
And set them in their own land.
Why does he have to set us in our own land? Because we were taken from our land and scattered in slavery. Somebody else is in our land acting like they us. You see that? Read.
And the stranger shall be joined with them.
In the who?
Stranger shall be joined with them.
Meaning these other nations, they're going to be coming with us. You see that? Read.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They're going to cleave to us. Right now, we cleaving to them. You see that? But the Lord said these other nations going to cleave to us. Read.
And the people shall take them
Now we're going to ask them.
take them
We're going to take them by force like they took us by force. Read.
and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
What does that mean to possess something? Is that you mean you're gonna own it? So we're gonna own them. Didn't they own us? Don't they own us today? If you want to leave the country, what you gotta get? What? So you're not free, right? So we're gonna own them. Read.
For servants and handmaids.
They're gonna be servants and handmaids. See that? Read.
And they shall take them captives whose captives they were.
And we're gonna take them captives like they took us captive. Meaning they're gonna be our slaves. So you got all these white pastors. They have no idea they're going into cap slavery. Because God is just, right? Hey, America said they believe in justice. Right? Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
So the Lord is saying somebody's going to rule over the people who oppress them. Read.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
You see that? So you're not a Puerto Rican. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. That's what you got to know in these last days. And you got to have faith in the black Messiah who's coming to redeem you. Because if this guy's coming back, you're going into captivity again. Because he's your enemy. You see that? Make sense now?
Just tell me who I was today. I'm gonna go back.
All right. Check that out when you go. Okay.
You're
What
gonna
kind?
know what's different. It has the Old Testament and New Testament.
Yeah. We just we can get this on Amazon for like $10. This is the Apocrypha. We get this because it's easier to read. It's in this one. This is the one they took out in 1611, but it's old English. It's like missing letters and stuff like that. So it's harder to read it, so we just buy the Apocrypha individually. Link it up with our Bibles. So we go to the Apocrypha, we go to it. So you need this because this is the whole Greek. They took the whole Greek time period. So when you read the New Testament, that was during the Roman captivity during the time of Christ. So when they're talking about the Greeks, and you don't have the history, you don't know what's going on. So when they say neither Jew nor Greek, nor bond nor free, they don't know who the Greeks are. You see that? That's how they try to tell you that it's for everybody. All right?
Alright. Thank you guys for teaching me.
All right, man. All praises. All praises. All praises.
Have a good day tomorrow.
All right, come.